Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here, continuing our Galio playthroughs. Today we're going to be doing Varus. He is at 3 stars. I'm going to be running with Lost Chapter and Archangels, just so that when we play him, we're going to get that mana, and then every other round, since he's so spells focused. Alright, we're going to go and check out Galio. So we only have one cost ally, and we don't really have any slow spells. So this could be something that's decent that we try to build around, but I want to show off more of a Varus video, not a ended up being a Poro or some other build. Enfeebling Strike is pretty good, but again, we want to try to get something a little bit more spells focused. Again, some other really decent powers. I think we're going to go with counterfeit copies, just so that when we get a spell that we like, we'll just keep putting it back into our deck so that we hopefully get more and more of them. So we'll try this out. And let's go take on the Dauntless Vanguard. Alright, we'll hold on to this, that way we can counterfeit copies it, so we can put some more in our deck. Nice, we also summoned one. Alright.
The journey is difficult. These will protect you. Approaching the battle.
So since Varus is 3 stars, every time we play a spell, it's going to get doubled. Not just the first time each round.
Wear us harmony. Be brave. Stand strong.
So the Dauntless Vanguard, what happens if one of our units dies, the next round they summon a Dauntless Vanguard, which is a 3/3 with Overwhelm.
To the field.
Again, we'll just keep counterfeit copying that. Want to use it just to heal our unit.
I will surpass these mortal constraints.
So now that we have Varus on the board, getting some more of these in our deck actually isn't bad, so we'll actually counterfeit copies that. I'll let them summon. So yeah, that's the Dauntless Vanguard, so if one of our units dies, they would automatically summon that. So yeah, that is a very good spell to have, but it only works if you have an equipped ally. So if you don't have a Varus on the board, you essentially can't use it. Alright, we're just going to try to buff up our Varus a bit. Get him leveled.
Beware those who have nothing to lose!
So earlier, if you saw my video I put out on Sunday, where it was Varus going through the Thresh adventure path, I tried out the build where you get redoubled Valor.
I won't back down.
It was pretty good, but I just felt like it was a little too slow. Also, since it made every game play out the exact same way, it kind of ruined the fun of Varus, since
Slow down, will you?
in my opinion. Some of the fun is just getting crazy spells that you never know what you're gonna get. It always takes so long. Alright, so we'll be fine. Sadly, we'll cancel out our Furious Wielder.
Order fallen.
Just buffing him up so he can safely block.
I know what we are.
Also heal him. I'll use this so that he also doesn't die. Because again, we just don't want to give them any free units.
No regrets.
So now I'll use the gem on the goat because it will also heal Varus. That's really the one thing you always just have to be mindful on of Varus is where your spell's gonna go. So do you want to double it up on the same champion, or do you want to spread it around?
What good is mercy?
So we're actually not going to use the Furious Wielder because we don't want all of his stacks to reset. Alright, so there's the first battle completed.
One step closer to retribution.
Buffing our mountain goat is always good. So Shen, very good for Varus, just because of that Spirit's Refuge. Being able to put this on 2 of your cards, giving you tons of survivability and lifesteal. Very nice to have. So we're actually going to go for the shop instead of the champion. We normally can reliably draw Varus, so we will just try to see if we can get another cool power, or see if there's an awesome spell we can pick up in the shop. We'll just stick with the goat and re-roll the rest. So I'm not going to, at least yet, start copying this. I'd rather get some more momentous choice into the deck. This way we can reliably draw our Varus.
These jewels are more than you're thinking.
So since we just have these and they're fleeting, we're just going to use them to make Varus be leveled as soon as he goes on board. So even though they just last for the round, we just want to get Varus leveled up.
I am more than this. We are more! There is so much power in us.
Alright, I'm just gonna bait them into trying to kill Varus. That'll be fine. So this will hit Varus, but we want to buff up their attack so that they can at least kill the Stomper if they choose to block.
They say these were from the Protector himself.
And we're going to need one of these to save Varus for when they do the Paddle Star.
Heed the path.
Alright, so we were able to bait them into blocking, and now they're dead. And now they'll Paddle Star Varus, most likely. Yep. So, now we use this to just give him some extra health. And everything they did just got countered.
These gems grant Awera harmony.
Yeah, when you play this game for a good amount, you can normally start to just predict exactly what the computer is going to do. He already has a barrier, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, Gain of Fury is really, really nice. Don't want him to just get free Nexus damage on us when we can't do anything to respond. Since this is fleeting, we'll use it to rank up Varus' attack, so that next round we can just open attack and kill them. Alright, so since we lost a little bit of Nexus health, I'm gonna play this just so that we can get a bit more sustain back. And I played it on the GOAT, so that it would get spread out between our two highest. And there we go. That's the great thing about Spirit's Refuge and any other lifesteal card you can do. Just throwing it on multiple allies and just healing up before the end of the fight. So you don't need to go to a healer, and when you do, you can just cut cards. So normally we don't really need draw. If we did, this would actually be very good. I think we're just going to go for the Kinko Student because it's the best out of these two, and we're not wanting to add more spells into our deck at the moment, unless it's a very good spell. So yeah, none of these spells are really blowing me away. Man, really not seeing any good powers right now, unfortunately. This could be a lot of fun since we're playing so many created spells, but honestly, we're probably never going to be able to get to the 8 mana mark to play him. Otherwise, this could be lots of fun. Alright, we'll get rid of the Freed Colossus.
Awesome! This is gonna be so much
Alright, first boss versus Varus. Just gonna stick with the goat. Perfect, we got momentous choice again, so we can just keep cloning that. So honestly, they're probably not going to block, so we will just try to make this opening attack hit as hard as possible. Alright, we'll copy Spirit's Refuge, which will just let us last so long in this fight. And we'll play another goat. Now they're probably just going to attack with their elusives.
Zoe, look what I found. They're made of stars and big stars.
Yeah, often with Zoe, especially if they have several elusives, they won't even bother attacking with anything else. They'll just attack with their elusive, since often there's really nothing you can do. So yeah, with Zoe, you want to check to see what card she created, because often she can create a slow stun, and if that happens, you normally just want to open attack. Alright, so we'll just attack. They will probably block Varus with the White Flame Protector. Now, I'm intentionally not using Gem because I want them to block him, and then I can buff it up. See, there it is, there's a White Flame. So if it was more consistent, I'd actually put this on one of the other units and then have it also go to Varus, but sometimes when this has buffed up the unit, they become the stronger unit, and so then all of them just go on that card. And I don't want to risk Varus not getting it. So potentially you could have put this on one of the other cards, but I've seen it not always work correctly. But we do have his champion spell. So we'll get one more damage so that we at least kill one of these elusives. Alright, got some good damage down. Got rid of one elusive. We need to use up some of these gems now since they've been striking so much.
Today, base camp. Tomorrow, the summit.
Beware those who have nothing to lose!
So we're just using up the gems. See, that's the slow spell I was telling you. This one, very annoying when she makes it. But we're just using up the gems so that we have our units slightly topped off and we're not continually getting rid of our cards.
The child is gone, the butcher remains.
So if they attack with any of their non-elusives, they grab my counterfeit copies. Interesting. So yeah, if they want to attack, we have our units to try to get them, but again, they just attack with their elusives. So we're going to use these, since they're fleeting, to heal up our units, and that will also buff up Varus.
We deliver their end.
Alright, we will just open attack. Get our lifesteal going. Even though we'll heal up to full after this fight, just in case we don't kill them here, we want to be topped back up. Alright, that's Zoe down, so the first boss of the Galio run.
Let this be a lesson to
And
the
we
rest.
have 2 more to go. So we probably won't need this since we have a good draw for him, but just in case, just so we can stay consistent, we'll use that as a backup. Just so that every turn 4, we can play Varus, and everything will be fine. Again, it's not really getting any great powers. We'll do the Vanguard just so we start the game with blockers. That way we can also mulligan a bit more safely, knowing that even if we mulligan everything away, we start the game with 2 blockers. So if we have bad luck, it's okay. So we're going for the spells chest. Alright, we're going to put some more momentous choice. Since they passed, I'm going to do the Key Guardian.
Do not feel. Think.
Alright, that's fine. We're going to get some more momentous choice. So we're not going to bother attacking since they will just be able to block with their ephemeral. And our units don't really have much attack. We're just playing that momentous choice because it was free and fleeting for Varus.
Is peace granted?
Or is it earned?
Their purpose and mine is clear.
Alright, we'll put... I think we'll actually put a couple more of those in the deck. We would have used the Spirit's Refuge if they actually tried to attack us. So we're just buffing up Varus enough so that he can strike and kill their unit there. Sure, we'll save her.
I am more than this. We are more.
I feel like I spend half the game just watching these go off. Also, they're using that and they're healing the Nexus, but their Nexus was actually already full, so... Oh, well, that's cute.
We deliver their end.
There's a good chance they actually won't block, so I'll just immediately buff up Varus so this hit goes as high as possible. Also, sometimes by having a bigger attack, you'll force them to block when normally they wouldn't. Let's see, they decide to actually block there. Alright, this time I don't really care if they kill her. Well... I mean, we have it, so fine. I'm not going to clone the Spirit's Refuge. I feel like just having one in hand will be fine. Alright, we'll play Shen just to get 2 barrier units so we can have a nice block. This is one thing you can do, either playing barrier units or playing ephemeral units. It'll sometimes just scare the computer into not even bothering to attack.
It must be done.
So using that counterfeit copy can again give Varus more ticks for his spells. And we could use the lifesteal, but we're already at full health, so it's not really a point.
They are under my protection.
Well, that is unfortunate. It's the one thing you risk when you don't run Spell Shield. Yeah, sadly this deck doesn't really have any ways to damage the enemy Nexus other than attacking.
Spirits can be contained,
but not forever.
We'll let them attack. We have plenty of ways to
we shall.
mess with them.
I know what
Alright, so we'll give Shen Barrier, which then also give it to Varus.
My father's blade. Immediately.
Is this a challenge?
Alright, so there goes their attack. I'll use this just to heal Shen since we have it. Alright, hopefully they don't have
Watch my post.
another one of those spells. If they do, I'm going to use the momentous choice on someone else to try to finish them off. Alright, they do have one of those spells. I'm just trying to spread the buffs out so we don't have another target they can just immediately hit and kill. Good thing we have a lot of mana that we can just keep buffing up our unit. Alright, so we got them to 13. We'll see if they do anything else, but we still have more mana to mess with them if needed. Alright, so that took really longer than needed, but
Spawn on an arrowhead.
still being very safe, not really taking any Nexus damage. If we do, because of Spirit's Refuge, we can easily heal all that back up. Alright, let's hope we get a cool... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Let's hope we can get a cool spell. So this will be pretty good, especially with that ability to just put more and cheaper copies into the deck. This will be a little bit before we can play the first one, but this will definitely help speed up games, let us attack each turn. Normally we're going to have more than one ally, so that's usually not going to actually help. So there is the possibility of some silly things happening with this, but we already have a strike in our deck, and so even though anyone can do this, I feel like one strike is good enough. So we'll buy one of these copies just to get the extra item on all of our copies. So I think we'll actually go for the champion node. Hopefully we can get something good for Varus, like spell shield, so we don't keep having to deal with those annoying spells. Alright, we'll get some more momentous choice into our deck.
Do not feel. Think.
So we're playing the Kinko student, so if we want, we can play Goat on our turn, and then have two people with barrier.
Never lose control.
So hopefully they block the Jeweled Protector with the Mountain Goat. That way we can buff him up and kill it. Oh, they just didn't want to block at all. Alright. So we're going to just keep putting more of the Golden Aegis in our deck. We'll do this, since they're both 3, we'll do the one that's non-fleeting. Alright, this is gonna kill her, but we don't really have the mana to save her necessarily. Well, I guess we
You will not rest.
Then
I guess we
labor.
could have if we really wanted to, but
Their purpose and mine is clear.
That egg, did it move?
so see how I'm putting it on Varus? So it should also give it to the mountain goat. But you see how since he got buffed up, he then got both of them. So that's what I was talking about earlier, where
Stand against us.
just because you're putting it on someone that's not the strongest at the moment, that doesn't mean that they're not going to stay that way.
Won't pass these walls.
Yeah, that's fine.
What good is mercy?
So yeah, we don't have any spells to play to actually buff him up, and he wouldn't be able to get high enough to actually kill the Dusk Rider, so we'll just hold off for now. But we have a rally we can play next turn. We'll probably draw some more of those. We'll put some more rallies in the deck. I guess we should just level up Varus as well.
I am more than this. We are more.
Alright, so we have 6 mana left, enough for a Spirit's Refuge and a Golden Aegis.
We deliver their end. Remember me, little one. Please.
So we can just give this person Barrier, because we'll also get it on Varus, and it doesn't really matter since he has Barrier. But we'll rally and hopefully be able to kill them this turn then. And again, just ending with that full health because of the Spirit's Refuge. Alright, Champion Chest,
Born on an
cut a card, and then on to Viego. Just giving him some more damage and health will be perfect. So we already have enough 2-drops, so we get a lot of gems as it is, so I think the Cultist will be fine to cut.
No power in this world can stop me.
Alright, let's see if we can take down Viego. Get some more momentous choice. Oh, right, that was 2 mana. For some reason I thought there was 1 cost there.
Hey, you there!
Does death follow me, or peace?
Alright, let's get some more Golden Aegis in the deck so that we can
Do not
get those to be created and reduced.
You are no Kinku.
We'll use a momentous choice. Again, just using it to buff up Varus, get him leveled before he's on board. So since we're going to refill our spell mana with the Lost Chapter from Varus, we'll actually use the Key Guardian and just give him Barrier beforehand. And we essentially did that for free.
I will light beyond life.
Alright, we don't want too many Key Guardians in hand, so we'll use it with Momentous Choice. And you could use it for individuals, units as well.
So we go.
They're probably not going to block. Let's just make sure they both have enough damage to kill anyone, but then also let's just do as much damage as we can to their Nexus. We're also spreading it out, just in case they try to kill one of them with a spell. They don't have a single target that they'll be able to kill. Both these already have barrier, so that was slightly useless, but just wanted to give him one more spell tick and draw. And the reason I'm not attacking with these, it's that since they're so low, they're really just better as blockers.
Come, the journey ahead is long.
They're going to play Viego.
The whole world will know my anguish.
So I'm going to give one of them barrier, because then it'll get copied onto Varus, and then it will also get copied onto her, or she will give herself barrier because someone else got it. So that's why we're putting it over here. So yeah, now they probably don't even want to attack. We'll do this on Momentous Choice.
I'm watching you!
So we'll start off with this. We have enough to kill their Nexus. We'll see what they do or how they block. If we need to buff up our units a little bit more, we can.
Be still now.
Alright, we're fine. We could have also used this to just give someone vulnerable so we can grab them, but it didn't really seem needed. Alright, so that's Viego down. 2 of the 3 bosses. Now we just need to kill Galio.
Retribution.
The counterfeit copies really coming in nicely. Being able to put all those spells back in our deck. So we'll actually grab Challenger just so that he can kill potential targets if needed. Really, the only slow spell we have doesn't really need to be copied a third time. So we'll go for a Sting Officer. Okay, Smooth Soloist, that'll be great since we have a lot of money and really could use a decent power. Hopefully we can get the one that is essentially the same thing as Varus' star power. So when you use a spell, you copy it onto the weakest, so it's the weakest instead of the strongest. But I believe one of my subscribers was able to test it out. I've still never seen it on Varus, but if you just have one person on board, it will copy it to that target 3 times, which is pretty awesome. Alright, we'll throw some more Momentous Choice in there. We'll just attack like this, hopefully they'll block, and we will kill the dog. Yep, alrighty. Well, that's unfortunate. The messengers used to be so much worse. It's very nice they changed this.
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
They used to be able to generate so many more items, and it could just get ridiculous. We'll hold off, just in case we get a spell we want to play next turn, since we won't have the full spell mana yet.
Sound the alarm!
So we couldn't really save him. Even if we could, it wouldn't necessarily be worth it. It'd be better to try to kill some of the dogs. We don't want them getting 3 or more, and they just start scaling out of control. So our board is wiped, but that's okay.
2 worlds, 1 balance. Just a little something I like to call fun. Ugh, you're still painting everything? Maybe you'd like it if you weren't so busy being mean. Finally, someone cool!
I will surpass these mortal constraints.
Alright, that's fine.
We deliver their end.
So we go.
We just want to kill their doggos every time we can. And then let's buff up Varus so he levels and does as much damage to the Nexus as possible. Also, the reason I was grabbing this is I didn't want him challenging Varus next turn and trying to kill him.
I give up! Yeah, that's more like it.
Sadly, we need a unit in our hands so we can actually use Key Guardian. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll use the Spirit's Refuge since we have it and it's fleeting, and we're going to refill our spell mana anyways.
Their purpose and mine is clear.
When others threaten, we must take action.
Alright, let's see what they do.
I hear thunder on the horizon. This is not the way.
So we'll hold on to this just in case they have anything they can pull out. Well, actually, we'll just buff up his health so he's okay and safe. Buffing up the damage there wouldn't really matter since, again, can't really get buffed up or heal much more. Alright, so we're going to use this to get our draw. Furious Wielder wouldn't actually be too bad. Oh, I didn't realize that they had that item on them. Alright, we'll get rid of that before it scales too insanely.
These gems grant a wearer harmony. The journey is difficult. These will protect you.
Alright, we're just trying to get Varus as big and scary as possible. See if we can possibly win this turn by being able to...
What good is mercy?
Alright, no, we won't. We'll be slightly too short. And yeah, these attacking, they just get blocked and killed. None of their damage really go through to Nexus. And we could use the blockers. So close.
When others threaten, we must take action.
Finally, someone cool!
Change is coming. You spurn my gift?
There is no forgiveness.
This is
We just want to make sure the messengers die. I actually think I'll buff up this unit's attack.
spurn my gift?
Then we'll
is
block
not
the
the
next
way.
highest damage. Yeah, I just don't want them to hit 3 of those.
Be brave.
Raised on death.
Oh, I wonder where they got that from. Good thing, since they don't have any equipment,
Boring.
this one should be pretty useless to them.
That's spicy starball.
We deliver their end.
Alright, so sadly, we don't have any lifesteal, but that'll be fine.
Oh man.
We still have a revive in case something happens,
Spawn on an arrow.
but we can just focus on healing up next round. Guess that's the best. So this will be pretty good for Varus. He'll be able to get very tanky, as well as any other units we buff up. And this will help feed into the other power we just got. So this could potentially help if we were able to consistently get this at the start of the game to help other units use the Furious Wielder card, but I don't really want to crowd our deck because this would be kind of useless later in the game. So, like, there is a thought behind getting it, but... And this would kill everyone but Varus. Yeah, I'm fine. Alright, let's go kill some Dawn Speakers. It's like my all-time favorite activity. Alright, we'll stick with a couple more units this time, since our card draw is tied into actually having units in the hand. And there we have the lifesteal. So we'll prioritize that a little bit heavier this time.
New recruit reporting in.
So I was probably going to challenge my elusive, but I don't really have a way to save it, which is unfortunate. I'll play the Mountain Goat though, so that if they attack, I'll be able to kill them without losing one of my other units.
Name of the fallen.
Yep, there's that.
Won't pass these walls.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what one I should play. I'll go with the Spirit's Refuge.
By the strength of our convictions. Be strong. These are dark times.
Alright, now we can finally play our Varus, and he'll refill our spell mana. That is a bit annoying. Alright, good. They're gonna block with him. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna give the goat barrier, and that should trigger Varus to go up one, which should make him then the strongest to get the second barrier. Come on.
I know what we are.
Alright, we'll be able to get rid of one of the Dawn Speakers.
Sound the alarm!
We'll get rid of their other units so they can't get buffed. And then we'll block their hardest hitting one. And this is the last fight before Galio, so if we're able to get full on health, then we'll be able to cut another card from our deck. Alright, I'll play the counterfeit copies just so that we can get Varus close to leveling up.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
Just using that to get a bit more draw. So I was going to buff up his attack with a gem, but since we have the Golden Aegis, we're now capped for mana, because I want to use Golden Aegis plus Spirit's Refuge.
There's a price to pay.
I've been hoping to get some of these Furious Wielders so I can actually start taking these guys out, but so far it's not been happening.
Who will stand with us? Do not forget.
For the honor of my house.
Alright, we'll play counterfeit copies again, just so that we can get Varus a bit higher.
Retribution will find its mark.
Those rallies are coming in pretty clutch. Getting rid of all their Dawn Speakers will make this a lot easier, and they're pretty much out of cards where we are
We deliver their end.
about full. And we're full health again, yay. We have too many gems though, we need to get rid of those if we can. Of course.
Give me a blade, I'll give them a show.
A waste of fine Laurent blood and steel.
So we're just gonna get both of them buffed up, and then rally and try to win. And if the first rally doesn't work, we have a second one.
Fight lucky you. My best to neck.
There's a price to pay.
Alright, so on to Galio.
be a lesson to the rest.
It is a little unfortunate that this run we haven't really gotten any fun, crazy powers. And then also, while some of the spells we've gotten have been decent, they haven't been overly flashy.
Time to make an
Looks like we're going to be going up against Senna as the Galio support champion. Alright, I'll actually keep this like this, since when we're constantly putting so many copies of spells in our deck, we're not really drawing units very often. And the Noxian Defector could actually be very good with Varus.
Long road behind, long road ahead.
So we'll actually put some more Momentous Choice in there. We'll potentially use the Spirit's Refuge to block her attack.
Eyes forward. Darkness and light.
We'll use it to save him. Oh, he was the strongest. I should have spread that out. I was not thinking there. That was definitely my bad.
Not on my watch.
Turn it against them.
Alright, we're going to play a Noxian Defector now. Even though he will scale with Varus, I would like him to be on the board beforehand.
Haste is all I have left.
And then with the quick attack,
Keeping pace.
we can get him a little scary, hopefully. So I'm actually going to attack with everyone. I want to get rid of that unit. They're probably not going to block. Probably going to block the Defector, unfortunately, with Senna. And since he's not the strongest, he's not going to be buffed up because he's only going to be able to get to 5. I'll just buff up. I'll save these when Varus is out so they get doubled even more. I mean, them using that when they still haven't taken damage, that's fine.
Anything can be scattered to its elements, even us.
Alright, since we have 1 mana, I'll give them both Barrier. Because if you block an elusive, or not elusive, lifesteal unit with Barrier, the barrier, the lifesteal doesn't go off. So that's potentially what we will try to do. So yeah, we'll rally.
The arrow of retribution will find its mark.
We can use his challenger to kill Senna. They don't have any mana, so they shouldn't be able to do anything back.
Conflict, we grow.
I mean, if they want to attack, that's fine.
Don't stand against us.
I serve no one. Out of my way! There's a price to pay.
Now we'll get rid of their units, and if they block,
Feel my hate,
since they're
friend.
quick attack, they'll just die. So they probably have another Senna in their hand, but making them use their mana on that instead of other spells will be nice.
We deliver their end.
So we're not going to blow everything immediately. We might want to rally, but since they have 7 mana, they potentially are going to respond.
My vengeance!
And we have enough to kill them here. Okay, looks like they didn't have anything. Alright, so that was Galio. So this was Varus through Galio. Sadly, this wasn't too flashy of an adventure. We got some good spells, but they weren't really over-the-top crazy spells. But I hope this showed you what you can do with Varus and some of the thinking you want to do as you're playing with him. Like what spells you want to get or how you want to spread out your buffs between your different units. But I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching that video. We're putting out daily content for Path of Champions, so if that interests you, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment down below. We're just starting out here on YouTube, trying to grow the channel, so any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and have a great day.